Alright. Alright. My bad on that. So, y'all could probably tell that I am making a very special video on Warframe. And that is a Warframe revisit. Yes, I'm revisiting some things and potential parts of Warframe that led into me being a Tenno, a all well based good player around Warframe. So
You know, I'm a
if y'all need to like text me or so, like like PM me in Warframe and stuff if you need something. All right, because I had to do this, mute it. All right, but party audio will be muted. So if an artist, you can join if you want. All right. So without further ado, I am going to talk about a. I'm gonna talk about some things that I'm actually gonna revisit on, the most important ones, which is actually not now. I'll let y'all see. Now, as you can see, I got the war stuff. It's really hard to get, but now the first thing I want to revisit on is some key points on Warframe that people kind of miss out on. Okay, don't know why my friends left, but anyway. So yeah, pretty much I'm going to revisit some of those things in this orbiter since there's a lot I can talk about now and pretty much give people an idea of how hard you not yourself but DE have worked over the past years of Warframe. So let's talk about the way the orbiters look. Now let's go way back, like a long time back. As where Warframe wasn't really didn't have that much stuff to do. Rather than just sit back, relax, play missions constantly, farm new stuff every day, and see what you could find out, what you can find out and stuff. New adventures, new stuff. You can always look around and stuff like that. But I'm gonna talk about all the things that have changed in the orbiters. Well, only the inside. So the first obvious one is this. Now, the way how everything looked inside of here wasn't like this before, but rather totally different and way more dual than last time. We didn't have the ceiling thing, ceiling here, but you know, overall everything was kind of bland. We didn't even have all these like scratch marks or whatever all around. So pretty much, pretty much, it was just bland and stuff. You can color the inside, and pretty much still kind it'll still kind of look the same, and won't really look any different rather than just different colors and stuff. But you know, they changed the ceiling and changed things, and pretty much now it looks like this. Now, in the back, we used to always, like skip this right here, this area. Now, people always wonder what this was going to be used for, or, you know, why is this here, like the middle of the orbiter, and like in the back, never in the middle, back, and stuff. Well, if you actually come right here, and if you have a rail jack, you can board it, which will take you to the rail jack. Here it is. And pretty much stuff on the side will talk to you and stuff. But on the other hand, it pretty much will just bring you back to the rail. It'll just bring you to the rail jack, and then you can go back to the orbiter. Now, there's a lot of stuff. What the? Why? Oh yeah, I have this on my neck. I'm taking this off my neck. Trinity Prime neck. But there goes that of the rail jack thing and the interior stuff. But speaking of that, there's still some more things I have to revisit on in here in the orbiter. The foundry. Now I don't have the blueprints or so, but I do remember one part of the game where pretty much no, it's just war. Then was this broken war. Now I remember um back then while playing through the game, while still having Rhino and Excalibur and stuff. No, I had my Rhino and Umbra and somebody else. Um, Pretty much I would use the Broken War a lot, and when I first heard about the war, which is this weapon, and what I have equipped as my melee, I pretty much thought that, the war was going to be a really strong weapon. Now it is. It's a really strong weapon, but what I meant by the like really strong weapon, like a strong weapon that deals slash damage, slash base damage, because it looks like it deals a lot of slash, and even when the Stalker use it on their Warframe, it deals a lot of slash, but mainly does impact. But just because the weapon does impact does not mean that it's weak. And I learned that kind of the hard way. So pretty much I built the war, thought it was weak, and then I pretty much, and there was no way of getting the broken war again. There's just no way of getting it again. You have to literally, you know, There was just actually just no way of getting the Broken War back then. And then when they added in, like a update or so, the Broken War can be farmed, and pretty much you can sell the parts of it to other players for plat. And I kind of find this helpful and stuff. Although I did like kind of spend my plats and kind of wasted it because I only bought one of the blade and not two, so that was my bad. But still, pretty much I gotten the broken war blueprint, then got the broken war parts, which is the war hilt and the two blades. Build the broken war, then build the war, and now I have it equipped. So there it goes. Now there's another thing I do want to go back on, and that is Zols. Zols. Now Zols are pretty much just handmade, custom, melee weapon you can equip on your Warframe and use it as a weapon, pretty much slaughtering different types of grenadiers, corpses, infesteds, and stuff. And the Zols, some Zols that you make can deal more base damage than primes. And if you don't believe me, I have the proof here with the Mantis katana, which is a Zol that I gotten a long time. Not really, like, I forgot when I got it, but I know it was like a month ago probably when I first got my Loki back. And so the base damage of the Mantis katana is 218. Nice. Dealing more slash than punch or impact with 16% status and a 27.0% critical chance and a two time and then times two critical multiplier. And there goes that. Look at this. This is Nakana Prime. It does less base damage, but it has better status, better critical chance, and better critical multiplier. And also a much faster speed, I believe. No, same speed. So there goes that. Also, I and also uh there's now primary kit guns. It's the usual secondary. You still can get the secondaries and stuff, but just know there's now primary kit guns that released like a little bit ago, I believe. And and you know, reason why I'm in my off period because I wanted to do another because there's another thing I want to talk about, and that is amps. Amps. Now amps like these was not out back then when Warframe when I was playing until a long time ago. Now I'm not trying to like say, I pretty much like brag that I was playing Warframe for a long time. I'm just doing a revisit so that when new people or when some people like forget about things about Warframe, they can pretty much, you know, understand some stuff about it and when it came out and stuff. So, um, before before Fortuna came out, there was four types of amp. Well, five except for the other amp is just basically a regular amp that you just shoot a laser beam from, but so it just deals more damage. But anyway, so there's four other amps that you can get and build. And to get these amps, you have to make sure. Now, I believe MR5 or MR6 or 5 or 7, basically. And pretty much you have to do I believe the second dream, the war within, and then the sacrifice. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But I do know you have to get up to the sacrifice or the war within just to get your amp. And your amp will be called a mope amp. And then once you level up higher into the quills, which is I'm gonna show quills a bit, but there's a place called, and I call the guy Uncle Anko, even though his name is Anko. He gives you amps and stuff, and amps, uh, uh, amps, freaking arcanes and stuff, and arcanes for off reader, and pretty much once once you get get higher and Anko's syndicate and all that, you can pretty much build these four amps. I'm gonna talk about each and every single one of them, what they actually do. Now the names you see here are pretty much not, they sound like what they are, and they kind of do what they kind of do it, but at the same time not. So with this one, you don't really know what this one really does. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is this one, which mostly everybody uses for Eidolons. Now, this one is more of a wide attack, like a shotgun amp. The first one is like a long range shotgun attack. Pretty much, you'll be hitting enemies in the back, like multiples and stuff. And there's a secondary fire, which shoots a circle, more of a circle around thing, which deals a lot of damage, hits less enemies, but blows up. But the blast radius is not that large; it's really small. And then I believe, no, that's really like that's kind of the second one, I believe. But this one is like the mope amp, but so for it shoots a pretty much a beam that deals a lot of damage, and the secondary fire is a cannon shot, not shooting like a grenade or a cannonball or whatever. It's like a charged up shot, like a railgun, and pretty much it deals a lot of damage. Then this amp is a grenade launcher. The primary is a grenade launcher that shoots three grenades at once, three or two grenades, and it deals a lot of damage. And then the secondary fire is like a leech. When you look at an enemy, it will pretty much leech onto the enemy and start draining their health. You can kill them, but it won't really do that much damage. So, as you can see, they don't really do that much damage. Now, The last one, which is the one I really like the most, I call this a seeker because the primary fire is like an automatic. Okay? It's an automatic fire. But the secondary shoots out ricochets, glaives everywhere. It literally homes on the enemies, and then once it hit an enemy, it pretty much ricocheted onto another enemy. I keep bouncing back and forth, or just to other enemies. And pretty much these are the only amps you can get at the time. But now with a new person called Little Duck, which is released like last year or so, uh, which is with the Fortuna update, Little Duck comes with these new ones like this one. This amp is a burst. No. The primary fire is a burst. Meaning it shoots 3 bullets at once. But the secondary is like an automatic fire that shoots all the energy from your amp into one attack, which is like an automatic fire, and the bullets explodes. The blast radius is not really that large either, I don't think. But still, the aim on it though would get the job done anyway. And there goes for that. Now, Fortuna kit guns, the secondaries, there's 4 you can make. 1, the Rattle Guts. 2, the Tomb Finger. 3, the Catch Moon. And 4, the Gaze. The Rattle Guts is an automatic submachine gun freaking trigger or barrel, or you can call it. The Tomb Finger is more of like is like more of a caliber, like a Desert Eagle or type laser beam kit gun. It shoots like a deagle with the right parts and the right speed, and it deals kind of like the same damage as a deagle. So pretty much, yeah, it goes with that one. This one, um, the Catch Moon is kind of like the same as snap. Don't know why Hunger left, but the Catch Moon is kind of like the amp I was talking about, where it shoots like a large shot and stuff, like a shotgun. That's like kind of like the Catch Moon. And then the last one, but last but not least, the Gaze is a laser beam, a continuous shot or continuous fire of a laser beam, which is something. Now, I never tested out the primary version of the Gaze, but these are secondaries, triggers and stuff. Okay, then let's see, trigger and stuff. Moving on to the primary ones. The only one I have is the Rattle Guts because I really like this one. Although I gotta lower its fire, its fire rate. It is a really good weapon. So pretty much same here with the Rattle Guts is a submachine gun, but the Tomb Finger and the Catch Moon are completely different. The Tomb Finger is still like a caliber. It's like still like a Desert Eagle or like a 50 caliber, but you can charge it and deal a lot of damage and explosive damage. The Catch Moon, on the other hand, is a way different story. You see, shoots like the Arcoplasmor, which is the amp thing. Shoots a large energy blast, shotgun-like round. But so far, it's like this secondary, and it's an automatic. Now the secondary is not an automatic, rather than a semi-fire and it's a shotgun. But the primary is still a shotgun and it's automatic. And that darn thing lets loose. Like, you can let that darn thing loose. It deals a lot of damage and heat damage, which is I really talked about the what type of damage these things do. Someone's talking about it. Rattle Guts deal radiation, Tomb Finger does too, and the Catch Moon do heat damage. Okay. Now, moving on forward. Going forward to another story of things, which is I am sorry if I've like in my orbiter for long. It's like I gotta farm some stuff out, but it's a lot of things I need to revisit here. But it's whatever. But still, so another retake on a visit that we're gonna talk about is a event that is going on right now called Dog Days. Now, Dog Days came last year, and it came again this year, which is nice. It's amazing. Now, let me say this. Dog Days wasn't really normal either. It was not like a normal event. It came out with like a movie or so, or event. I forgot. But pretty much, you know, that's Dog Days stuff. For you. Now, before we take another revisit onto something, I want to take a look at something in the future that's happening, and that is the Heart of Deimos. The Heart of Deimos is a event that I don't really currently know about. Pretty much is right here on the news. Next update, Heart of Deimos. Now, there's a new hand cannon that we're getting, and it looks like the main Warframe that I keep seeing in the Heart of Deimos is Hydroid Prime. Yes, Hydroid Prime. So pretty much, you know, this Warframe is up now. DE said that, if you watch the freaking live stream, so yeah, Nintendo Live 2020, you can get Hydroid Prime. Now, will I watch it? Yes, but I already have Hydroid Prime, so why am I going to watch it? Well, I want to know about the Heart of Deimos. I never really watched any of the Nintendo live streams about any updates, so rather than I let them come at me with something new at every single update. Well, come at us in every single update, you could say. And pretty much, that's me. Now, moving on forward to different things, let's go on ahead and get to business here finally. Now, Nightwave. Oh yeah, this will be a quick and simple one. Nightwave wasn't here before and stuff. I don't know when it came out, and I don't know why it came out and stuff, but I'm confused about it and stuff. I don't know when they get the idea of a Nightwave and stuff. Like, this thing came out and stuff like a battle pass and stuff from Fortnite. I was kind of confused, with Warframe turning into one of the battle royale games, but no, Warframe wasn't. So anyway, let's go on ahead and go to, which is, I forgot what I was gonna do now, cause, oh yeah, got another war back, so I can level that up. But there was something on my mind. Kill him a Village. So pretty much, Kuvalic's same thing wasn't here before, so it recently came out back like months ago and stuff. And these are a really cool addition to the Grenier aspects, as we get to see, as we get more lore about the Kuva Queens and the Grenier. So, as we all do know of what the Grenier is, rather than, different beings and stuff, they're just clones, stuff. Pretty much, the Grenier don't really have a smart mind of anything. So, but yeah, pretty much the Kuvaliches are a really cool addition to Warframe, and I must say it is nice to have, all these cool weapons around and stuff. But with some of the recent updates of Warframe and what they've been doing to like the Kuva weapons and stuff, I don't like the fact of how they nerfed the Kuva Brahma like by a lot, and it pains me that I have to sell like a bow and stuff. Like, it ain't paying me when I had to sell the MK1 Paris, but I mean, like, come on now. You made me sell the Kuva Brahma, an explosive grenade. Like, can we not just get something normal for once, DE? Like, okay, I don't even know why you made the Kuva Brahma be like a cluster grenade bow in the first place. It was their fault. We never really act. Now I don't know if people asked for this or whatnot, but if people did, then it's still kind of DE's fault, because the first time the Kuva Brahma came out, this thing was doing a lot of damage and was shooting, and it had a lot of cluster grenades. Like, it was a lot. And you're telling me that you couldn't just, how about this, DE? Maybe freaking, no, they did lower the cluster grenades count and stuff, and pretty much we had to use multi shot now. But like, here's the thing that they should have done. Y'all kind of messed up the Kuva Brahma badly with the one arrow count thing, where you only get one arrow back no matter what. And like, it's really, it sucks, because now we could barely use a Kuva Brahma as an actual weapon. It's like, we have to pretty much keep using like, even arrow mutation, you can barely even get arrows back. And so and stuff, and like, it just really sucks that the Kuva Brahma is not as good as it used to be. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. The lens still is up as the best explosive bow. But, at least, Kuva Brahma had the spotlight for a good bit and stuff. So that's something. But anyway, so now that we are done about that, uh, let's take a revisit on actually my past of Warframe and what I did and stuff and what happened, and, how I got to this point right now. So pretty much, let me just talk about how I actually started playing Warframe again because let me tell y'all a funny story that happened. Okay, so it was the fifth grade. Okay, and my friend, good friend and stuff, uh, told me about Warframe. Now, I ain't know Warframe was Dark Scepter, cause I played Dark Scepter before and stuff, and I heard about what happened to Dark Scepter. So I pretty much was like, okay, I'm gonna download this game. It's a free game, right? So pretty much, I download Dark Scepter and stuff, and I realized one thing. I mean, not Dark Scepter. I downloaded Warframe, and I was like, wait, now hold up. Warframe has the same symbols and stuff, and everything else as Dark Scepter. Why is that? Well, come to find out, Dark Scepter is Warframe. It was literally Warframe was made by the same people that created Dark Scepter, DE. You know, why is that? Because Warframe is Dark Scepter. So after realizing what Warframe is, and hearing about it on the internet, I was like, sweet, this is like really cool. Like the graphics are better and all that. So pretty much, I picked Volt as the main, Warframe and stuff, because Volt was like more of a gunfighting Warframe. So I started playing Volt and stuff. Started playing Warframe. It was a fun like bit and stuff. But then you see my journey. I got stuck in my journey as a Tenno, but I got to Jupiter because I was enough to not know what the game was meaning by building a Warframe Spectre. Yes, I had to literally build a Warframe Spectre to go to Eris, and I didn't know what they meant. So that was my bad, okay, and stuff. And pretty much, I thought I had to get Necros to get a Warframe Spectre. Like, get Necros is like when I searched up Spectre, Necros popped up, and like, I thought I had to get Necros, and after a long time of trying to figure it out, I just couldn't. So I started playing Warframe less and less. And then my journey as a Tenno have pretty much ended. Just like this guy's life. Okay, never mind. Just teleported up. It ended because I got banned on PlayStation. Now, second account and second PS4. After my lesson stuff, even though my ban was retarded, I started being more careful on PlayStation now. Because the reason why I was banned was because I was, I guess, bullying players and stuff. Was not true whatsoever, because players was actually bullying me, and I would pretty much talk back and fight back. Then when I was going into the 6th grade, pretty much I started changing over the years so that I would not get in trouble as much, on PlayStation. But at the same time, I was still kind of the same. 6th grade. Now, Warframe it's a really, really fun time for me. And I'm starting to learn, a lot of stuff again. And this time around, updates, I miss a lot of updates. Now, as I was playing Warframe and stuff, got back to Jupiter, and pretty much had the same problem until I was told by a friend that when I met by Warframe Spectre, it's like Spectre that helps you go through missions and stuff, or pretty much, an ally you can spawn in missions that will help you and stuff, and you can pretty much give it a loadout, like give it a like you won't lose your Warframe, your weapons, but it will just give that it will just spawns in the stuff with the loadout. Now, after all of that, I started playing Warframe. I started, continuing Warframe again as a Tenno. So, at this point, I had Rhino and stuff, and some other people, and I started to have a lot of fun again. So, after a bit and stuff, I was, getting back on track. Now, before I continue, you know, all my time playing Warframe stuff and what happened and what path that I took, I want to talk about another revisit. Okay, it does a revisit on the Profit Taker and the Explorer Orb, I believe. So pretty much, the Profit Taker and Explorer Orb, I believe you had to be max. Now I think at first you had to be max Fortuna to take on, not at first, like, I think you had to be max Fortuna first in order to fight the Profit Taker and explore the orb. Once you get max Fortuna, pretty much, you can fight you can pretty much fight the Explorer Orb and Profit Taker without any, you know, uh, freaking obstacles and stuff. And oh my god. Once you get the max Fortuna, you can fight the Profit Taker and explore the orb without obstacles. And those that didn't have max Fortuna, you can pretty much drag them inside the mission and help them get to max Fortuna or get the stuff and be prepared for like Little Duck and Profit Taker and explore the orb. Now, now, here goes a little bit of a funny thing. They added an update where you can't drag, other people inside the fight, which sucked because I have to do everything and stuff, and pretty much, had to do all that bullcrap and stuff, which took a long time, but I pulled through. Now, now, that's a revisit on that. Also, another thing, a lot of people was no, a lot of people while helping some people in region chat, like helping them get like Saren or so. A lot of people was asking me, how do people get these Zols that deal viral damage as their base? I was like, oh, pledge Zol parts like the creep path or so. Like, yeah, how? So I'm like, pledge star. It's like, where do you do that? Like Cetus. It's like, oh, I'm maxing Cetus and like, the maxing Cetus and like, do you just like do it like the Profit Taker? No, pretty much the pledge star or the pledge event comes around like every now and then. Like it's a really rare event to come across on and stuff. But when the event comes, this is pretty much the whole event. Okay. Some notifications, you know, I got any messages, but the events but pretty much I'm gonna talk about what happens in the event and what you gotta do. Let me show them this Summer Prime work. Oh wait, I don't have the second one. Oh, I'm just literally forgot. Thought I had I thought I was getting my third one, so but anyway. So so pretty much I'm not even gonna try to pass. I'm not even gonna try to freaking do this one because I'm not really, you know, don't have that much time. So anyway, so the pledge. So in that event, when it comes, as soon as it comes, this is all you gotta. This is all the things that you gotta know about it. When you do the pledge, you know, pretty much anybody. I think anybody can do it and stuff. But pretty much in the pledge, uh, you have to build these two things, these two key components to the Lephantis fight. And yes, Lephantis is going to be there. But so forth. Now, a lot of people uh, mistake this Lephantis for the Lephantis in the Derelict, and I did as well. Now, pretty much it is. I think it is the same, but or it is the same or different, but the difference between the Lephantis and the Derelict and Cetus is that they have two different the two have different weaknesses. So pretty much they don't have the same weakness or whatnot. But pretty much yeah, pretty much, you know, the Lephantis fight, you have to get these two key components and put it in a mixer to pretty much not like summon it, but get better rewards, I believe, because it'll summon no matter what. So, which is put the mixture in quick, and the two is now the first one is it's like a little bit it's like a little bit of Eidolon is blue. It's like an Eidolon energy or whatnot. The second one is infested, like a infested thing in a infested jar. And you gotta mix it in, and you gotta mix these two together, which you gotta put 4 in. Once it's done, pretty much you get better rewards and a tougher Lephantis to fight. Now once you've done the Lephantis, the little girl, which is on the other side of that guy that sell, you know, pets and stuff, and You get a color, you get a color schemes and whatnot for your pets. Pretty much, that little girl will give you some good, like some really good stuff for feeding Lephantis. You get standing and stuff. You can get Forma and the parts for the in parts for the pledge Zal weapons. Now, the other rewards I don't really remember, but I do know you can get Forma from her, and it is insane that pretty much you can get Forma from her, and not only that, but you have to rank up, I believe. Yeah, so pretty much you have to rank up, and you gotta pretty much rank up with her to get all that stuff, I believe. Now, there goes that. And the ghouls and stuff, I don't know when they came out, but when I first started playing Warframe again, they was coming out every now and then. Okay. But here's something now I wanna talk now here's something I wanna like show y'all. And I don't know if anybody have realized this or not, but now if people realize this is not. I'm not gonna talk about like how D's are added in here when the Kuva, the Kuva people came in. No, I'm not talking about how these are added in and barely anybody talk about these. I'm talking about how when you look at the Kuva Lich Hunter collection, the seven original Warframes are here. Mag, Excalibur, Loki, Ember, Volt, and Banshee. The seven, or is it seven or six? Excalibur, Mag. No, it's six. Hold on. Three. Yeah, it's six. But yeah, the six are here. Now, if these are not the original Warframes, then I don't know. But wait a minute. Actually, um, crap. Where's my phone? Wait, no, 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 no. I don't need my phone actually for the thing. I could pretty much just. Yeah, I remember now. So the now before everybody else came to Warframe, there was 8 original uh Warframes you could play as, and that was Excalibur. Now obviously Excalibur, Mag, Volt, Loki, but here goes some other people. You could play as Ash, Rhino, Amber, and Trinity. So pretty much Excalibur, Mag, Volt, Loki, Ash, Rhino, Ember, and Trinity was the 8 original Warframes at the at the launch of the game and stuff. Then everybody know about Excalibur Prime. Then pretty much he took it away and was traded in for Excalibur Unpra. And then and then here goes a crazy thing, and it was actually true. Now this is kind of a revisit, but this is something that DE kind of done and stuff and said in the past and stuff, which pissed off this one guy because they didn't keep up to their word, and now this guy pretty much exposed DE in the chat region. So let me say let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, it was me and my friend Hunger. If we was in a party, and I was looking at region chat where all these people was just saying weird stuff and all that. What? Oh my god, really? But pretty much, so this guy, pretty much, uh, went in a region chat and was like, "Yo, everyone, can I just say something real quick? Like, I need to get this off my chest." Now everybody was like, "What? What is it? You gay or something like that?" Bro, everybody went silent after the first text. Now, the first text was, I think I remember this one. He said, "Yo, DE is a bitch, and they don't know how to keep up to their words, and they say that they're gonna do something. They said they're gonna do all this stuff in the past and say all this stuff now, but don't keep up to their words." Like, seriously, a child can keep up to the words and do stuff, but they can't. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da, I'm loving it. That's all I gotta say. Then he went on to say what DE said in the past, which went on to say that even DE claimed to add in hidden warframes and stuff, or a cool feature in the warframe about all the warframes that we have here like now and stuff. But they said this when Fortuna didn't came, well, when Fortuna wasn't here, or when some of the warframes wasn't even added in yet. So pretty much, like this is what he told everybody in region chat. Atlas, you have to go. There was Atlas that was gonna add into a add in a extinction pack, a extinction map to see this, and pretty much you have to go over there and farm like Atlas and stuff, which would be cool because then we would have because then there would be more lure to see this, and there'll be more cooler things to find and all around Cetus, and pretty much we get to see like new enemies and even see like even get like weapons and stuff, like newer weapons and stuff. And then Ash, like like a little bit of like a quest for Ash, but at the same time really not. Right then Ash will be assassinated by a Grenier Manic. Then you have to kill the Grenier Manic constantly just to get Ash parts. You know, kind of like the saying how we have to farm Ash now, where you have to kill the Grenier Manics to get Ash. Equinox, Equinox, you have to go into the Orokin and stuff. But like, I knew that like DE wasn't gonna say anything about like Equinox stuff. Like, I wouldn't have seen if it was like Atlas, Gara, Revenant, not Revenant, but Atlas, Gara, um, Volvin, Valkyr, and some other people. Like, let's say for Gara, let's say that they was gonna release that type of feature where for Gara you had to literally find her pieces where she died, like where she blew up. Because if y'all read the story of how Gara died, pretty much she sacrificed her life to save Cetus, and pretty much Revenant is like the new kid in town where he has to pretty much guard Cetus from all the newer sentience that came out. and stuff. And even necros. Like I don't even know how they would do necros and stuff. But yeah, pretty much he was talking about that, and there was a lot of things, and even gas, and even having to put in Gas City. Like they kind of did say that, and I'm like, where is that at? You know, we don't have Gas City. All we have is a ship, like a factory, dealing with gas and stuff. Like, if you really call that Gas City, Jesus Christ, like, Trove Neon City is better than Gas City, because Gas City is like a factory. Jesus. Something I say. I never tried it, and I always try to go for like the base damage and stuff of weapons. But for the first time, I actually want to try to go for something new. For now, I'm just gonna do this. Also, real quick, before I continue on to like revision and stuff, let me say this. Somebody literally said that I'm gay. Now, I'm not trying to. Now, I'm not mad, whatnot. But whoever called me gay from the last time, because I had a freaking I had pink stuff on my like pink Warframes and all that, and purple. Like, a man could like pink and purple and stuff, especially purple. The reason why I just like purple is because purple is made from two other colors that I like, red and blue. So if you don't like that, then watch some other people that don't have pink and purple on their streams or videos. Stop trying to freaking pick on little people with like little channels. Jesus, I know I'm not little or anything. Like, I'm actually big as heck. I'm like 14 and like almost as tall as my dad. Almost as tall as my dad, and have a beard and a mustache, or still like freaking. If I just leave people alone with smaller channels. Like, I didn't even make this channel just to like, be famous or whatnot, be popular. I just wanted to just help people, and that's it. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, and I'll be watching anime in a bit. So for the person who literally said that on my stream at the time, not at the time, but after I got done and it was like posted, you're clown. You're freaking playing yourself. I'm sorry, but it's kind of funny because there's a lot of other guys out there who likes purple, who likes pink. I just like blue. No, I like blue, red, purple, pink, and stuff. And it's not a problem. If you have a problem with me liking purple and pink, then you have a problem with other people that like purple and pink. Oh, and now he wanna freaking put his sectors everywhere else. Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter.
I'm alive! Alive! Oh, oh, Tenno! You have no idea what you have brought down upon your head.
Sure, buddy, sure. You know, let me tap two times and just kick you off my property. That's all I gotta say. Now, god darn it. I was just gonna freaking look at my phone. So, Jesus. And, Jesus Christ. This charger got a good grip on my phone. No. Anyway. With all the new recent updates that are coming into Warframe and all that, like, the most impressive yet is probably freaking, uh, not, freaking Portia over there.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Be prepared for heavy resistance. This darn thing still main impact. What dang?
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in.
You just said that you. Try to quit already. Where's everyone? Oh, there goes that.
Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Ah, that's in my freaking nose. Ah, Jesus. My eyes are burning too. Might do a part two. But I don't know. But yeah, I might have to do one because like my eyes are burning and I'm finna just go downstairs and it's just like, you know, just he down there just taking a break. You know what? Just to end this live with a little bit of a funny situation, let me just give y'all a funny story that's probably gonna end by tomorrow or two, or you know,
By Grenier Marines.
like 2 days from now, or probably like a whole year. But without further ado, let me just talk about the story. So, I have a friend. Well, I have actually multiple friends who comes onto my account, my Google account. Now, yes, I know that's dangerous, but these people I can actually trust because you know I've known these people for a long time, so I literally trust them. And plus, like, what's the point of like them hacking my Google account when they could do the same on theirs? Well, that's what I thought until today. I wasn't hacked, but something else happened. Okay, that could have led me to just being like grounded, and I wouldn't be here like live streaming or so if I didn't act quick. So today, and not too long ago, like minutes or like hours ago probably, I was just freaking, I told my friends that I had to go use the bathroom, and I said I was gonna bring my phone in there, and said it's gonna take me a couple of years. No, you guys know I'm being sarcastic about that. I was just joking. But I wasn't gonna bring my phone in the bathroom rather than I was just gonna go and look at something on my phone and then go use the bathroom. Now, I'm looking at my phone and I want to go check up on mom and dad. But then I realized, oh yeah, they're asleep. So I can't do that. And well, I can check on my dad, but the door is locked. And I forgot I am not using the other amp. Stupid little me. I should have came prepared. Yeah. My Saren is not the best. But at least I tried. Whatever. And this game is trying to get the best of me, isn't it? Either I killed less or killed more. But no. Dear God, no. Well then, I'm just gonna be bringing Brooke. Should I just bring the Emerald? Are you serious, game? This is the exact reason why I want to kill. Yeah, I seriously gotta go downstairs after this. So, pretty much I was looking at my phone and I want to go check on my dad, but I was like, you know what, screw it, he's asleep, so I might as well, go use the bathroom now. So that's what I did. I went to go use the bathroom, and before I went to go use the bathroom, um, I was like, there's one more thing I gotta check, cause my friends on my accounts, and I want to look at my apps real quick. So I started looking at my apps and stuff, and then there was this weird thing about this one app that I was looking at. Now, let me just pull up again. Pull up the thing. It was about my account and stuff. It said that I was logged out, and I was like, "What the world?" And I didn't know what was going on, and I couldn't sign in, even though I was putting in the right thing. I even tried, the troubleshoot thing, where you pretty much go through the process, putting like you put in your Gmail, then pretty much give your send you your password. Uh, so yeah, got the password stuff, it still wasn't working. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So how am I supposed to get back into my account? So I was gonna look up how to get back inside my account. And right when I started looking, okay, right when I started typing, "Don't tell daddy" literally just popped up. If you don't know what I mean by that, um, let's just say a inappropriate inappropriate site has shown up where you see where you see let's just say males are plumbers and the females are toilets in this situation, and the males had to plunge out the toilets, the girls, they had to plunge out the girls, let's just say that, and it gets messy, you know you stick it in and just let's just say that, and he's on this site and I'm like, what the world? And
This is a mobile defense
at
system.
first I was like,
You must
okay,
deliver payloads and
maybe
defend a number of
it's
locations
maybe
while
he's
operating
just
into the network.
trolling or so, and he just
Be prepared
clicked
for
on the
heavy
site.
resistance. I
Well,
cannot
no,
tell you
that's that was a stupid mistake of me, cause he clicked on the video and it pretty much showed up in my history, so I was like, well, good, well, great, now I gotta deal with this.
location
So
confirmed.
that's
And defend our position.
so I started dealing with him, and I was like, you know what, I'm finna scare the living crap out of him and be like, bro, what you doing right now, like that. Then I was like, and then it clicked on my head of what I was gonna do. I have his mom, dad, and his uncle phone numbers. So I was like, oh, like I'm gonna call these people first, let them know, and then text them. So yeah, pretty much, I text them and stuff. They at first was like, oh, you watch this and stuff, blaming it on my son. And then I pretty much me and that their son didn't access to my account and stuff for the reason that he had, and then literally showed them what devices are on my phone, and my friend, I'm gonna say this, I have a Samsung, I don't have an iPhone, he has an iPhone, so pretty much you could tell it was him that was on my account. Now, how did I prove it was him that was watching the site, and not me? Well, I actually
Area
had a
confirmed.
screen recorder on. I left, and we
Find
can
terminal.
turned it on, and
Proceed with
then
repair.
went into my history, and pretty much stuff was just popping up left and right. Like seriously, it was just popping up. Like first pictures, then just
Undetected
like
alarm
underrated
signal
girls,
processing normal.
then
It's
Frost
secure.
from The Flash.
Terminal spotted.
That one girl that had like
Ready
two
to
personalities or
defend.
so, I think, and
I'm in, Tenno.
she had cold like frost powers or so. So pretty much look that up. Even the one girl from Fortnite, um, that came with a lollipop as a pickaxe. So pretty much, yeah. Now I have to use this.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh dang. There you go.
Terminal hacked.
Here you go. But yeah. So very much that happens and stuff. And I text his uncle. His uncle don't play whatsoever, and his uncle told me that he gonna put him on lockdown. So I was like, oh snap!
There is a terminal.
And he said he gonna put him on lockdown like jail. So I was like, oh snap! No, and no, his uncle never went to jail. It's just that freaking his uncle used to be a really, really strict cop and stuff, and stopped being a cop because all the riots and stuff. And after hearing what his what the authorities were doing to people and stuff, and like I just seen like a video from King Batch where a guy was in a car and stuff, and and let me just say this,
Still working on
okay?
it. Continue.
Now, I don't know much about the law or whatnot, but I do know this. When a cop literally asks you to search your vehicle, whatnot, out of context and stuff, without a warrant, they can't do that. They need a warrant to search your stuff. So pretty much, people was like, just should have done what you had to do. You should have done what you told him to do. And it's like, no, because he had a warrant. You need to. It's literally a part of the law.
The odds were
And
against
yes, I've seen this argument happen in
mission
the
complete.
video and stuff. It was funny at first until it got really serious. There you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, part 2 I'm gonna make. It's gonna probably be like tomorrow. And I hope my eyes don't burn like they did. I wish sometimes it just worked. But dang. Hey, bring that here, boy. Okay, I seriously wish that like any main weapons any weapon that main like a proc and stuff, you used to do that proc mainly. And as soon as I say that, it just starts doing slash. Beep 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 beep. Well, dang. Well, dang. That was just one shot.
I think I have something of yours.
But all I gotta say is that I respect DE for how much, how much work they have put into the updates and stuff, and how much they really care for the players that plays their games and stuff. Well, not all the time and stuff. It's like It's like, should we do this? No. Okay, we're gonna do it. Why? Like, seriously, when the community say no, it's just like, okay, we're gonna do this. Like, nerfing the Brahma. No. Alright, let's do it. Why? Like, even though it did a lot of damage, at least what you could do is just, like, make it, like, when it explodes, like, go into clusters, it'll only shoot out, like no, just freaking 5 cluster grenades, and that's it. 5 other grenades comes out. It deals, it deals less damage. It's a, but the one, but the, okay, here's the one problem I had with the Kuva Brahma. It wasn't the damage or the cluster grenade thing. It wasn't that. It was the fact that DE ruined the way how you get ammo for it. Like, with most bows, the way how you get ammo is literally just picking up stuff and you get, like, a lot back, right? No, you get, like, one arrow back. Alright. Let's get it, I guess. I don't really see the point of even doing
Stay undetected while you melee strike all the orbs to free the prisoner. Once free, escort them to the safe zone.
a stealth. Really? So I gotta stealth the hell out of all of these people. Oh, okay. So you gotta destroy these. They're like timers. I don't know how he did not see me. All I gotta do is be quick. That's it.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete.
Yeah, that's all. That's literally it right there. It wasn't really hard. I thought they're gonna have me doing some Mission Impossible stuff where you literally have to run around like everywhere, just killing enemies using different types of weapons, like primary, secondary, and now your melee weapons. Now use all of them. Only just your primary and secondary, secondary and melee, primary and melee. Now use all again. Like stuff like that. Alright, so just like before,
They strike all
except for we're just gonna have to do it differently.
Once freed, escort them to the safe zone.
So this time I'll be quick about it. Ah, come on. Why in the world was I just attacking? Uh, you know what's funny? The fact that I'm supposed to be protected by that guy up there, like, straight away. That time he reacted. What?
It appears
What?
this time. This challenge awaits you.
What the? When you stealth attack them like that, there's no detecting. Like, you're getting whacked around. You're dead. That was just bullcrap on how that just happened. Ah, I'm going downstairs.